Good morning and welcome to Mom, but not Ed, in the morning for June the 20th, 2023. I got a WhatsApp from Ed a few minutes ago going, "It's so hot." I think he meant the temperature, not him personally. Maybe him personally. Ed, if you're sick, get better. If it's hot, oh, dude, I'm so sorry it's hot. It is actually kind of on the cool side here. It's 69 degrees. It's cloudy. It's supposed to rain. I'll bet you it doesn't. It was supposed to rain last night too, and it did not do that. So let's see what the weather is like. Weather in Germany today. It says it's 7. It doesn't say that it's that hot over there. But I guess it depends on where you're at and how you're feeling. But maybe it is Ed's not feeling good. Ed, if you're not feeling good, my dear, get better. And if it's just the weather, then make the weather get better. Let me just double check what he messaged me. Nope. I lied. He Discorded me. He didn't email me. Let's see. High temps and lack of sleep. Well, I'm going to assume the high temps aren't his personally, just from the verbiage. Anyway, so it's us. And today we've got complete the Defend Rio Station TFO, defeat Gorn on Nimbus, restore shields on the ground, Tetrion damage on the ground. Got a lot to do here. And then we obviously have the other account. Good morning, Joshua. So who do we want to have attempt do all this stuff? Who's good on the ground? We'll queue up for Rio, because otherwise I'll have to do it this afternoon, and that will not be happening, since I have plans for my afternoon. Let's see if Kethja happens to have a Tetrion weapon. No. Interesting. Wow. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to take this tune out. Sorry about that, dear. Who else wants to go out for a ride? Puppies! Quiet. Puppies are noisy today. The little one. The little one is being a child. Oh, nice! Congratulations. Well, that's going old school. So we'll go that way. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Rio to queue up here. Loki. Stop that. Little one's screaming. Ooh. Let's see. Restore shields. Wonder if by any chance we've got any shield batteries. Well, that'll help out. It's not great, but it'll help. Clear a few things out of the way while we're waiting. Oh, there we go. That was fast. Good morning, Apollo Felgar. Just getting rid of some of those flashy green lights. Go. So gotta check in with him. Out of curiosity, I wonder. Nope. Okay. Well, maybe that shield healing will happen on a different character. So, funny story. I'm sitting at my desk, which is out in the main area, and they're working on putting in a new system in the conference room are switching from Zoom to Teams. So of course we need new toys. And the chief engineer, head of IT, comes out working on something, kind of looking down at, not paying attention to anything. And it's like, so you see the new episode of Strange New Worlds? Like, since when do you watch Star Trek? He's like, that was pretty good. You know, you really should watch it. We could talk about it. I'm thinking maybe I've changed the people I work with, because I cannot imagine them saying that before. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm just shooting thingies. Okay, shooting thingies. We can do shooting thingies. And he goes off on a little bit of a discourse on last year and how it ended up, and this character did this and that character did that. I'm thinking, oh, these are not the people I started working with. Come on, I see you up there. There you are. So I hope I'm corrupting my new job, relatively new job. Oh, back here. Let's go this way. Dang spiders. I think this game would be easier, this particular one would be easier for me if I had a better mental image of this map. But of course you don't get that. Well, I guess it won't go down this way then. Nope. That's why Ed's not here. Ed does not like spiders. And if he stays away, he doesn't have to do Rio Station. He doesn't have to face the spiders. So, in follow-up to yesterday, yes, my family did arrive from Sweden. Earlier than intended, which of course was still like 2 in the morning for them. But late enough that restaurants were starting to shut down, but we did find a nice little Japanese restaurant to have dinner with them. Culminating in I have a 4 a.m. meeting from them, since they're here on business. I'm thinking, I remember the good old days of traveling for a living and getting up at 4 in the morning for meetings. The useless transporter. You can't get anywhere from there. Where are we at? We're at 49. Well, let's see if we can hit 50. Nope, over here. I want to get this one. Go away, spider. 53, 54. $54 and some spiders.
I need to speak with you in damage control.
Oh, of course you do.
My people aren't responding. I think the Alachi are back, and they're abducting the repair teams. Get out there and stop them.
Okie dokie. So this is one of those places where if I had the map, I'd remember where the heck I'm going to save people. I never can remember where they are. Well, apparently there's one over here. Come on, stop shooting me. Yes, I know. I need better weapons. I just want the tet damage. And his shields are better than he is. Okay, let's go free this person. Come on. There we go. 1, yay! Oh, they've gotten 4 while I've gotten 1. Oh, well, at least I did 1. So remember where 2 of them are. Apparently there's 1 over here. Yay! Wasn't that the 6th? Okay. Used to be 1 over here. All the support drones on Kobali. I don't have an official reason. Oh, there we go. Missed the easy one. Somebody has proposed the idea that the Federation presence on Kobalistan has caused such death and destruction among the Vadwar that the only way that they can survive and maintain the war is by using drones. We've simply killed that many of them. Let's see. Sabotage first and then the Alachi? Device. Alachi. Done. Yay! I don't actually know. It can't possibly be because when we're doing the Endeavor and you have to kill 60 Vadwar that it's that difficult, and by putting in drones and having them count as Vadwar, that lets the kill count go up faster, because otherwise they'd have to do some on the other ones where you have to kill 60. Like the 120 Herc attendants, which actually is pretty easy. But that is my guess. They're simply trying to level it out so it's not an absolute horror. But it's not. It's not that bad. Not compared to some things. Oh, well, we just got our damage done. We have defeat Gorn on Nimbus and restore shields on the ground. So we were talking about restore shields yesterday, if I remember correctly. Just while I was waiting for friends at the airport, I was indeed playing, doing all these little daily things. There we go. Now I have no flashy green lights. Yay! And have a little extra dilithium. Yay! Okay, let's go find somebody who can do this better. But officially, no. I think it's just to keep it from being a slugfest when you have to do the 60. You know, drop a couple of toys here and there. It goes great. Who wants to do this one? Is Kethla who can do it? Kethra. Let's take a look here. Kobali used to be a bit of a pain in the butt in terms of just the sheer difficulty because it was spread out. I don't know about that, though, because wherever you've got a Vadwar now, you've automatically got a drone with them. So where there used to be 1, even on the map, there still may be 60 items, but they're together, as opposed to you running around so much to have to go find everybody. I can't think of another good reason. So what was I going to do? Restore shields on the ground. I'm not going to do that on Nimbus. It's not that difficult. Can I even do that with this one? Oh, not this tune.
Our scouts have found.
No, thank you. There we go. Now we got a shield generator. Huh. Then no, I have no clue. Do you think maybe it's because of artifacts? I mean, it's still the same number of artifacts. That it was too much visual on there with all the people. Though, you know, you still get huge hordes of people with other things. Okay, let's Google it. So, Neok 182 says, I guess it's a side effect of the new patrols they've added since it happened with us last season. It hasn't been acknowledged in any way that I've seen. Basically, they changed the Bobware mob spawn to include drones at a very high spawn rate. I was doing the kill 60 there daily, and about 2/3 of the enemies were drones. I suspect somebody touched the mobs and screwed it up somehow. It's not just the Vodware mob spawn, as new Caratholian mobs is also affected since it has workers and trappers, and that's more just a name change than anything else. Somebody else agrees it's because the Vodware are fewer in numbers. Okay, Vodware don't have combat drones, they have support drones. Okay, apparently the consensus, not official from Cryptic, but just the consensus is that it's a bug. They glitched up when they went to change something else, and that got changed too. Somebody else theorizes, among other out of left field harebrained schemes, it's a screw up on the part of the Vodware. Yeah, I don't see any reason that, from all these notes, that they did it intentionally. It's just a screw up. Does that help? The consensus is, they bugged it. No, spawn rate apparently is similar. Here I was thinking they did it deliberately to make that 60 kills go faster. I have such fantasies, don't I? Restore shields. Okay, let's go see what happens. Okay, I guess we're not going to go that way. Let's go this way. Loki, stop that. The 5-pound dog is out there growling at the 60-pound pit bull. Not a smart idea. Not that Fifi would attack Loki, but nonetheless, that's not a habit you want to get in the. Not something you want to get in the habit of doing. Do not growl at the dog that weighs 120 times what you weigh, or even 12 times what you weigh. Okay, let's see if I can make this work. Where's my shield generator? Is that my shield generator? Yes, it is. Okay, this works with medical. I wonder if it'll work with shield. So if you do it in a fight situation, the generator gets shot. And it's relatively unsuccessful, but you can do it. Operation Wolf's a good example. Oh my god, that dog is noisy. She's a rental dog, which is a long story, but I have her for a while and have to take care of her because I'm a good mom. But it wasn't the plan to have a dog. Like that. Plan was to have my big dog. Oh, mom hydration. We have a little bit of coffee left here, Joshua, so we'll do some mom hydration in just a moment here. So we're up to 1,200, so a fifth of the way. Is this 6,000? Yeah, 6,000. Let's use that one first. While we're waiting for everything else to happen. And I can hear, as soon as I pull up in my car, as soon as I can hear the door, I can hear this sound. Which is very annoying. I feel bad for my neighbors downstairs. I'm sure my neighbors downstairs feel bad for themselves too. Loki. My big dogs historically have always been very non-verbal. Loki, that's enough. You can stay there. The big dog is standing between her and me, just sitting there, not doing anything, and she refuses to walk by. Okay, so this does work pretty well. The generator doesn't last as long as it does, so the little insects are clearly bugging it. But we're also up to 5,000, so not bad. What's that, 80%? $55.
Priority clearance recognition.
Oh, Andy! Good morning, Andy. How are you doing, sweetie? Okay. We can get out of there. We'll finish up Fast and Peaks another day. Though I can certainly sympathize here with Kethla after standing in the bugs. I live on the second floor, and I love to leave my windows and door open. And there's a little tiny hole in the screen. I've just found it in my bedroom. And I wake up every morning with mosquito bites just everywhere. I think I'm going to have to get a little screen repair kit for that. We have great maintenance people, but I feel bad about having them come over to repair, the hole that's a 1/4 inch across, big enough for a mosquito. Okay, here's to Joshua. It is, the coffee today is Cuffum from Gun Barrel in Batavia, Illinois. Roasted on site. It's a lovely, quite dark roast, but not all the way to an espresso roast. Not quite as dark as a French roast. And some local cream from a local dairy. So thank you very much today, Joshua, for my breakfast. Alright, we gotta go do some Gorn on Nimbus. Let's see if we've got the Gornies all queued up here. We do not. 5 Gorn on Nimbus is not going to be too difficult. There we go. And let's jump over there. So, Andy, what's the weather like over there? Ed, for those of you who don't know, lives in an area of the U.S. that is getting hit with a massive heat wave. I mean, horrendous, life-threatening, people are dying type heat wave. I'm sure he's not alone. I know we have acquaintances in India who are having similar issues in a region that's just been absolutely buggered by horrible, horrible heat. It looks like it's about the same here. No, we don't want to be there. What am I doing? I don't want to be where it's busy. Let's go there. And let's see if we can do this in reverse this time. Normally I go to the beginning of the canyon. Let's see if we can do so. I'm going to the back of the canyon first. Canyon. Let's see if there's any Gorn standing over here this time. Okay, there's no Gorn here. Somebody's having a bad day, Gorn-wise. Let's go over to number 1. See if we can find something there. Oh, but I don't want to be here. I want to be down here. Nope. Ah, that's why. People. The noive of some people. Fast ships, wind GPL, and plasma damage on the ground. I only have 5. Oh, there's some. Those Gorn. Those are Gorn. Yay! Gornies, prepare to die. I do like plasma damage on the ground if you've got the V'ger probes. Good morning, Wolfie. Oh, we had 10 to do. Oh, I stand corrected. Ha ha ha. More of them over here. Okay, now we got our 10. Yay. And yes, we are indeed Edless this morning, if you're wondering where the Ed is. He says it's hot and he doesn't feel great. Well, excuse me, he says high temperatures and he doesn't feel good. Which I get. Let me switch characters here and go over to the other account and see what new horrors we have there. By the way, I don't have to book off directly at 7 to go to work. I have to go off at 7 to go find dog food. Because we got in so late, all the stores had shut. And the dogs are looking at me going, but where's our breakfast? But I'm taking a couple of days off of work here. And the good news is that my cousin had to leave at 10 o'clock on Thursday. I'm thinking, okay, that's no problem. We can have a nice breakfast, leisurely drive out to the airport. His flight got changed to 6 a.m., meaning he has to be at the airport at 4. Meaning I have to be up at 3. Meaning I can be on the show with you guys. Yay! Alright, so once again we have Rio Station. Defeat captains on the ground. Destroy destructible torpedoes and defeat Voth on the ground. Voth on the ground is just so boring, and for 60. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, apparently I'm at 555. Let's re-roll that one. I hate doing a re-roll, but ugh. Let's get something better. We have 81 tokens. We can splurge on one. Kinetic damage in space. Yes. Yay. All right. So let's make sure we got something kinetic on the ship. Oh, we'll put that there, and we'll put that there, and that there. Maybe a little of that. How much kinetic do I have? 500,000. Let's find something more kinetic-y. Good. And what will we put in the back? That should do that.
Priority clearance recognition, Alpha 1.
Oh, Wolfie, thank you so much. The problem is you don't get to count each other's counts on Voth, or on any ground kill, on any kill. It's just, your count and mine, so it actually winds up taking longer. You get the objectives faster, but you don't get more Vothies. I think you do get a little bit more in King of the Hill type scenarios, but... Oh, well, Andy, thank you for the gift to Wolfie. Yeah, it is more fun with friends. But I'm going to do kinetic damage in space instead, because that's fun too. Let us see. So which one do I want? Scylla and Charybdis is the one I want, but I want it from the beginning.
Imperial and
Thank you very much, dear. Alright, let's go do Scylla and Charybdis. How many destructibles do I have to do? 6? 6, okay. I have the event in, I think, like a half an hour.
The Zankethi fleet is in your sector, though their current target
Event is in 1 hour. It gives me time to go get some more coffee.
range that are not. Losing another planet to their coward's weapon is
This ship reminds me of a handheld scanner. This ship reminds me of the little doodad in the 2-part TNG episode where Picard gets kidnapped by the would-be archaeologists. I think it's Gambit. So there's a trick to making this one work the way I want it to, which is keeping my pets from going off and killing everybody. My pets are like my pets in real life. They're very protective. This thing will just keep firing bug zappers. This will just keep firing the protomatter torpedoes till you take out the ships. So we'll get a couple done and then we'll go off.
Priority clearance recognition, Alpha 1.
Andy, you're being lovely. Thank you so much, dear. Well, I guess I can just sit here and let my pets go shoot all of this stuff. It's not getting me my ground or my kinetic damage, but we'll get to that in a minute. Good morning, Pie. Alright, let's get these guys over here and then we'll go on to the next one. Oh, there's a 4th torpedo sitting up there.
well fought.
Well, that was a surprising, less than impressive amount of damage. That's a really good question. Advanced to douche. Todush. And the ship is the Sulaban Silic Flight Deck Assault Carrier. It was a recommendation from Ed for doing something on a little bit of a budget. And it's actually quite a nice ship in terms of it can get set up very nicely. So how you doing there, Pi? Long time no chat. Yeah, I've been taking a ton of time off lately. Everybody's very gracious at work, but I finally finished getting the house emptied and all the cars are back here.
Kern and I will arrive.
Yeah, I saw that you were on a couple of days ago. So, last car adventure coming back from Chicago to Indy is probably my last trip.
Priority clearance recognition Alpha 1.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Dave. So I probably made my last trip back from Chicago to Indy, at least for the foreseeable future. And it very nearly was my last trip, period. So it should have been maybe 8 hours round trip. Jump on the bus, get down to Chicago, jump on the train, take an Uber over to the house, grab the last car, turn around, 3.5 hour drive home, voila. Bus was 1 minute and 14 seconds later than the train leaving from Chicago for my hometown. So that was a lot of fun. Sit around the train station for 2 hours. From there it went smoothly, got the car. The brakes were surprisingly not as horrendous as I was afraid they were. I have not gotten the ship yet. I should have it tomorrow. Excuse me, the new ship yet. If you mean for this event, I should be done with this event tomorrow. And then the big meta event by the end of the week. No, by the end of the week, I think is what I came up with. End of next week? End of next week. Ooh, pie! Ow! Owie, owie, owie. So, getting back to the adventures of coming back from Chicago to Indianapolis with a car with questionable brakes. Not my car. Hence, I did not spend the $2,000 to get the brakes fixed. I just needed to get it back here where I could keep an eye on it. I got about 60 miles from Indy, and traffic stopped. This is right after the last turnoff. You know, if you went another 200 feet, you would have missed the turnoff, and the next one is 20 miles ahead. Okay, not too bad. Traffic stops. And I'm watching the time on Google Maps go from, it's a 20-minute delay, it's a 22-minute delay, it's a 27-minute delay, it's a 32-minute delay, it's a 34-minute delay. Traffic has not moved. Turn off the car. I can sit here. It's not that hot. I don't have any beverages, but it's okay. I can sit here. And I see cars starting to pass me on the left shoulder, which is all gravel. That's not a good sign. That means things are bad up ahead. So I realize that I'm going to have to U-turn, go back and pick up the last exit. But to U-turn from a gravel shoulder across 2 lanes of traffic to pick up the other gravel shoulder to get to the exit in traffic where there are 80,000-pound trucks coming at you at 70 miles an hour. It was an adventure. It very nearly was an adventure that I didn't survive, but I managed to do it. I'm very happy about that. So much for taking out all those. I think I have to go shoot some more things. The Farnsworth car has great acceleration. And then Google Maps had me driving on gravel roads for about 20 miles to get back home. Why? Why, Google Maps? There was a 4-lane road not too far away. You could have put me on that one, but no. Over the days of just paper maps when you could sit there and go, hey, I can get over there pretty easily. What shall we do? Let's do something that's got lots of shooty in it. What's got shooty in it? We'll do that one. But the upshot is everything is out of the house. The house is on the market, trying to get that sold. I'm kind of unpacked and in the apartment if you consider that I have 2 storage units filled to the brim with boxes. that at some point theoretically have to get put into a 2-bedroom apartment. That's not going to happen. So then we get into the, am I going to live in an apartment? Am I going to buy a house or rent a house? Do I want to rent a house just for stuff? No. Do I want to rent a house so that the dogs have a place to play? Possibly, yes.
You have entered an area. You are now my deputy. Looks like our fight got them to notice us.
I have a Samsung FE20, which is okay but not fabulous. It's also 3 years old and I've now cracked the screen on one. And it's cheaper to buy a new phone than it is to replace the screen.
We will not go quietly.
It's still interesting, though, to see how many times when I'm looking at things like job applications and business things, they're like, put your mobile phone down, now put down your home phone. And it's slowly changing over to put down your mobile phone. And if you still have a landline, put that down.
We do what we want, where we want.
Oh, might as well come get this while I'm here.
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
So probably since he missed the beginning, Ed said he's too worn out by high temps to come on today, which is fine.
With me.
Oh, this is on easy mode. No wonder this is easy. Oh, come on. Seriously?
We'll send over a pacification party.
474 out of 500. That's just wrong.
Thank you for your assistance.
Yeah. Get back to work, Pike. Get back to work. We'll talk to you later. Take care. Be safe. Yes, I did. I did indeed see your message. Have I done anything about it? No. Will I do something about it? After Thursday, I will. Why did I do that? I meant to say yes.
We have the suspect.
Gee, I can't imagine why, Mr. Dave. I wonder if maybe you've got stuff on your mind. Okay, we need to do a little bit more damage. What else can we do a little damage on? You know what? I will save that and I will use that for the event in an hour. So what have we got left here? We have one captain on the ground. Let's see if anybody is down there. No, Bolognese can't do that. Battle Mom, where's Battle Mom? Let's see if we can do that. Hey, you know, you ought to suggest that to them. If there's a logical or easy way to do it, they might consider it. Alright, let's get to Nimbus and go find a captain. Let's go find us a captain. I was going to take a sick day yesterday at pool, except I knew I was going to take 2 days off to be with family. And we have a 4-day weekend coming up, week after next. And then I have a whole month of actually being in the office, which is just amazing. Oh, shoot! I am so stupid. Okay, yeah, but some days were stupid. And then I'm gone for a couple of days in August to go to the Vegas convention, and then we've got another 4-day holiday coming up. I just realized I put a meeting on a day I have to be in Chicago. I deliberately didn't put it on July 13th, and I should have, and instead I put it on July 14th, and I just remembered, I think I have to be in Chicago on July 14th. This is a meeting that my boss and I are both like, we don't really care. We're evaluating potential vendors for something, and the one we thought was going to knock it out of the park did a really job on the presentation, and it's a product we already know, so the training curve is 0. And for them to screw it up to the point that we're both going, maybe there's something better out there, is not good on their parts. Yes, absolutely, and I can share that around. If you want me to share it around. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Dave's mom passed away just before Mother's Day, and he's doing a GoFundMe for his mom's funeral expenses. So I did not do a funeral for my husband. We did a cremation, which is still ridiculously expensive. It was like $4,000, which is a lot of money. As I'm sure you can figure out, it's a lot of money. But if we had done even a basic funeral, it would have been in the range of like $10,000. It's horrible how expensive it is. So in a kind of grim thing, we were discussing this last night. One of the pieces of equipment we manufacture at my job is something that does basically cremation by liquid. So if you're thinking that you get dumped in a tank full of potassium hydroxide, you'd be correct, and basically melts you. Very alkaline system. And you wind up with the same cremation remains. They get dried out, and then the liquid portion is sterile, so it can be put into, your water system without it being a problem. And I'm thinking, if I die and I'm still working at that point, you could use me as a test. And they're like, we can't do that. You've got to be licensed and all this other stuff. Aw. I just thought it'd be so much easier and cheaper. That's the one I want. Let's make that primary. And where are we? We are out in the desert. They are. And you have to get certified copies of the death certificate to do tons of stuff. So the funeral director, who I will say was an absolute hoot, I think he realized when we came in, my son and I went in to make arrangements, that we were in a different emotional place than a lot of people. Now there's already going to be destruction over there. And realized that instead of doing the typical funeral, we wanted to do what he promptly described as a big-ass party for my husband, which is what we wanted to do. There they are, wrong people. But even so, it's like, well, you need to do this, or you don't need to, but you'll want to do this, you'll want to do that. You need this many copies of the death certificate generally, because you need it for this, that, and this. And it turns out almost everybody is like, yeah, we can just take a photocopy of it. And all these little things that just were crazy expensive. And it just all of a sudden just gets to be a huge amount of money. Alright, let's switch back to Gorney here and see if we can do Rio Station. But if and when I pass away, you guys are all invited. We will do the big-ass party. big party for hubs was supposed to be at the Renaissance Fair in southern Wisconsin. So I contacted them, and they were very kind, but said we don't do private parties anymore. Okay, so do we do an unofficial private party? Oh, sure. Do you have a Klingon? You can team up with me. I can get out of this queue real quick. If anybody's got a KDF that you'd like to team up for Defensive Rio Station, that would be amazing. It's easier to do it on Federation. It makes teams faster. The drawback is my power tune on this account is the Klingon, which actually used to be the case on the other one, and then I discovered that sometimes it's advantageous to have a powerful Federation tune as well. So, Mr. Dave, I'm going to warn you that it's the detail stuff that starts to accumulate. I'm now getting mail for my husband at my apartment where he's never lived. How do people do that? I had a stack. I used to get one letter a month at the apartment. I'm now getting stacks, 3 or 4 inches of mail every week. And about half of it's addressed to my husband. I don't get that. Alright, let's key this one up again. Yeah, I know. I'll tell you my funny story about that in just a moment here. Let's see which one they give us this time. Oh! Well, we get Rio Basic. Wee-woo! Yeah, that's probably it, but forwarding the mail is one thing. These are companies that actually are addressing the letter itself. On the body of the letter, it's addressed to Mr. Mom at my address, where he's never been. So they had to have gotten it from the post office or something. So I just throw it out and ignore it. And one company insists that they need a copy of his will in order to change his credit card information over to me, which I found amusing because I canceled his credit card with them, and I won't pay any of the charges because he's dead. Let's make sure you're here. Yes, Magnus is here. Ooh, it's Gorn Power. No worry. Okay, I will talk to you then. There, we have talked now. Autocorrect was sending out really interesting messages for me yesterday. So I told my son, come on over when you're ready, and it went through his contact so-and-so when you're ready. And my son called me up going, what? Autocorrect. Darn you, autocorrect. Ooh, that takes care of those things. That's nice. I didn't realize it would do that. Sweet. This is my usual route. Went the other way, and like I said, without a mental map before I'm going. Does anybody have a map of Rio Station? Come on, little bugs. Oh, bugs, where are you, bugs? What's over here? Ooh. Oh. I don't care about that room. I was smart, I would demo record this. Then I could just stop and make the map. Is that one up there? Nope, that's a chandelier. Oh, we're up to 30 already, and I think I've only shot one. Oh, no, I've shot two. And back around this way. I'll add it to my list of things I have to do, of which I have way too many. Probably should spend this weekend, instead of worrying about doing the Marks weekend. It is a bonus Marks weekend, I am told. Go get your meds. There's one over there. So instead of doing bonus Marks, maybe I should plot out what I need to do for the next couple weeks. That was well played, whoever put that obelisk there. Okay, we're up to 62. Wow. That's impressive. $67 and 2 spiders. I'm happy. $72. Wow.
I need to speak with
76. Nice.
control. My people aren't responding. Think the Alachi. And they're abducting
Excuse
the
me.
repair teams. Get out there and stop them.
All right. What did I discover? That there's one over here, right? Down here and in the corner. Dang spiders. Well, I did my one. I'm good. Nobody over there. I did not get them from Steel Series, and I didn't know Alienware had one going on. Yeah, when I went to Steel Series, I can log in, but it's not showing me where to pick it up. Oh, we got all 6, yay! Yeah, Steel Series allegedly has a console and something else, and I have no idea what Alienware is doing. Usually somebody links up stuff. So I have to basically delete everything and then reload it. Okay, that would explain why it's not showing up. I don't like their software. Oh, this is just the shoot 'em. Okay. Somebody up there? Somebody's up there. Oh no, how terrible. We are done there. Okay, that's probably why I can't see it, because I still have their software up and functional, and I don't like their software. You have to get the code from the app. No, I can't even find their app. I went to do it, and it's showing me all their equipment having apps, but not the SteelSeries itself. That's okay. I'm not desperate for it that much. But it is 7 o'clock, which means I probably should go walk the Poochtrons and get myself ready for an exciting day of not doing anything other than being chewed up by mosquitoes and chatting with my family. Should be back tomorrow morning. That is the game plan. I know we're having a meat fest tonight, so probably will be on my usual time. Everyone take care. If you're dealing with the hot weather, please really take care. Stay inside if you can do that. If you have to go out, dress for it. Lots of water. Stay in the shade. Do what you can. Have a good one, everybody. And I will steal Wolfie's words here. Stay awesome.